Hello everyone, PokeSuutamie here. So today is my birthday, just barely. It's gonna clock over soon to the next day. I'm here with my cat who's just here chilling and chatting. And I'm sitting on the loading screen. So thank you for coming and joining. It's not gonna be anything massively special. But I'm happy to be able to talk to anybody who joins in, and I'm doing okay, just a bit tired. How are you today? Finally it loaded. Please let me know if the sound is okay. I've got a new soundboard. Not soundboard, I can't think of the word in English. Like the thing that my microphone connects to connect to my computer. I've got a new one of those, so I'm still fiddling around trying to get it all working. It was a birthday present. Hey. Feels like my Switch is going so slowly today. You don't get anything special for your birthday in Legends Arceus, do you? Like, I know I probably wouldn't Sword and Shield if I put it on, but I don't really feel like messing around with that. Oh. It's loading so slowly. What's the deal? Thank you. It's been a day. Are you coming over to talk to B? So now both of my cats are here to talk. Thank you. I really appreciate all the birthday wishes and congratulations. It means a lot. Okay, so now both of my cats are coming over, so you might hear them in the background. Hello, hello. Okay, guys, can you hear me now? Is that okay? Oop. And my person is wearing his hat again. Oops. Okay, hopefully you can hear me now. If not, please let me know. Okay, so it looks like everything's okay, so let's get to hunting. Once again, thank you so much for everybody that's come in to say happy birthday and just chill and listen to me speak. I really appreciate it. And now it looks like S-Sun is coming upstairs. Hello, S-Sun. So how is every day? Blah, 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 English. How has everybody's day been? Naturally, it's been a busy day for me, as birthdays usually are. Oh, thank you for coming and checking out my stuff. Like, of course, I'm gonna share it. But it's on you guys who actually like watch the content I make that make it all something special. Whether it's like the live streams like this or the YouTube videos or even just anything I do on Twitter. Any kind of like what's the word? Interaction is massively appreciated. Now guys, I'm really bad at missing signy charms, like the signy noise. So please let me know if you hear it. My birthday, like it's a day. Sorry, Eson is just walking around in the room, but he's going back downstairs in a minute. Yeah, it was a day. Like in the very start of it, it started off with my toddler being sick, so that's always fun. And he was better today. Like he had a really high fever last night, like 40 degrees. So that was fun. But he slept well eventually, and in the morning he woke up being a lot better, but he was kind of clingy after that. Sorry, my cat just went outside. Um, but got some nice presents from my son. Ooh. And the Pikachu Baskin Robbins cake, if you saw it on Twitter, that was really tasty, and there's still enough for tomorrow, so that's good. Other than that, once you get to my age, it's just mostly another day. But like we would have done a bit more, like we would have gone somewhere nice, but at the moment, me and the toddler, we actually have plans to fly to Australia next week. After 2 years, I'm finally going home to visit my family, so like my worst nightmare, we've been able to avoid corona this whole time, like we haven't catched it even once. So my worst fear is that I'll get corona just before our flight. So because of that, we've decided to kind of like stay inside at home as much as possible into our flight. So we're gonna celebrate my birthday after me and the toddler get back. Yeah, I've got the game audio, so it's only on like background noises and Pokemon cries. I don't have the actual music playing, just in case copyright happens or whatever. I know it usually doesn't for this kind of stuff, but just to be safe. I did have dinner at a really nice, not Italian, Indian restaurant tonight, though. So that was nice. Japan actually has really good Indian food. Like, Japan also does have really good Italian food. Like, I've been to Italy, and the food in Italy is, of course, better. Like, the Italian food in Italy is always going to be better. But the Italian food in Japan is pretty good. There's so many fan game projects. Which one are you talking about? Oh, I forgot how long these took to click in. By the way, sorry, I'm not, because I'm doing this stream, I'm not really paying attention to Lika K today. So if he tweets anything in Japanese, just let me know and I'll have a quick check to see if it's worthwhile. But his stuff has been getting messier and messier lately. It's kind of like, I feel like it's not worth me looking at it as much anymore because he's tweeting less in Japanese, and the Japanese that he is tweeting is barely important. That's when it even makes sense to begin with. I haven't heard that one. I'll check it out. Hello. Thank you for joining in. Oh, no problem. Lurk away. Don't really want to catch anything. What am I doing? Is this how you can tell I haven't played the game for a while? Probably not going to be anything interesting here. I'll Rowlet. Gonna farm some money though. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just running around collecting stuff. I'll be reading the chat again in a second. Need to get some money though. I was actually hoping to stream earlier than what I am, but of course, toddler and getting him to sleep never goes as easily as you hope it to. Maybe. Okay, I'm not gonna stay in here for too much longer. It's a song. Like it's a pretty popular old Japanese pop song. Hey, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I did see that one from Kaka. He started off with like Plasma Frog, and like Plasma was written in Japanese, but the rest it was English. I think it was something like Evolve Once, Stands Up, something like that. Then Electric Frog. So Plasma Frog, that does sound interesting. None of the frogs we have are electric type, right? Oh, they're doing a demo? I didn't know that. I must have missed that news. Where was that announced? Like, I think in general, I probably won't stream the, like, main games. Like, I might do not let's plays, playthroughs. But actually, like, live streaming after something is released is a little bit difficult for me because of the kid. I can mainly only live stream around this time zone. Not this time zone, this time of day. Because it's generally, most of the time, hopefully when he's asleep. So, we'll see. I might do depending on how everything goes, but I can at least promise like a play reaction or something like that. Sorry, my cat's just being cute. I needed to take a photo. That kanji, my eyesight's quite bad at the moment, but if I'm reading correctly, it's Yase, which is wild. So, like, wild Pokemon appears. Yeah, I'm really bad at throwing Pokeballs, so I tend to bring a lot. You'll find out that I'm actually, like, really bad at playing Pokemon. Nanya-jiang. But isn't the frog meant to be electric? He hasn't leaked the types of the bugs, right? Honestly, there's just so much information coming out that it's hard to keep track of everything. Yeah, Hachi. Oh yeah, I just saw Lee K's tweet. So that is wild, like as in wild Pokemon. I'll just quickly tweet that out while I'm waiting on the loading screen. He's starting to do more riddles than Ku. Okay, let's just send this tweet out into the atmosphere. There we go. Oh, my favorite place. Amy announced it? No official announcement though, right? I can't see it on Amy's feed. But I've heard no news of it in Japan. Like, I might have missed it, but I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it. If they do a demo, it will probably more likely be an on-site demo where, like, you need to go to a certain place to play it for, like, 5 minutes. After what happened with, what was it, Sun and Moon? I don't think they're gonna do a, like, downloadable demo again. But if they do on-site demos in Japan, I'll definitely go. I'm not sure if I'll be allowed to record it, but I will if I can, and I'll of course share it. I think the last time they had live demos anywhere close to where I lived was back with Let's Go. I don't think they did it with Sword and Shield. But also during Sword and Shield, I was very heavily pregnant, so I didn't really go many places. August 9th. Oh, that's where she posted the images and like the box images on just September 2, right? I think that was talking about PAX West, but then I think also PAX West came out and said something like they're not gonna, like they've currently got no plans. So yeah, basically, like I was just saying, I don't think they're going to do a downloadable demo because of all of their secrets coming out during the Sun and Moon run. Like they don't want to give the data miners access even earlier. But if they do like insight demos in Japan, I'll go do it. They usually have them at like either the Pokemon Center or larger malls. Sometimes electronic shops. But the lines to wait are so long. Like I remember waiting for about 2 hours to try playing Let's Go for like 5 minutes. Nani? どうしたの? I feel like I'm probably not going to get anything this time. Yosha. So have you guys decided what game you're going to get yet? I'm getting both, but my first playthrough will be with Scarlet. like, Pilot looks good, of course, as well. But, like, Koraidon is just so cute in a weird way. Yeah, we don't know much about the version exclusive yet. No problem. Take your time. I'll still be here for a while longer. Oh, me. Actually, it's actually really popular in Japan. So, like, on Monday, I think it was, if I remember correctly, I went to the Pokemon Center to pre-order the games, and yeah, they're selling the starter plush toys now, and my toddler wouldn't leave without free cocoa. But like, they had a whole bunch there, but I noticed they were less crackly than any of the others, and free cocoa was in second, but there was still so many spaghettitos, which surprised me because I thought spaghettito would be more popular here. It works out when you and your partner want different things, right? I might try to make Eston play, but he loses interest quickly. So I'll probably need to get the other starters from other trades. I honestly predict... Oh, is that always there? I always kind of thought that I'd go with Spaghettito, but Free Cocoa is like appealing to me more and more now. But I literally think it's just because my son is so much like Free Cocoa. Yeah, like I would have been less surprised if Free Cocoa was number one, but it, like, the amount of Paxleys that were gone from the shop was just really surprising. Like, I don't think Paxley is bad or anything, but I just thought that either Spaghettito or Free Cocoa would appeal more to the Japanese market. Hello, thanks for joining in. Where am I going? Here I am. Oh, I want a shiny Gardy. Gardy is Growlithe's Japanese name. By the way. Well, that sucks. I'll never know what that last one is now. Once again, I'd just like to give a big thanks to everybody that's here joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for deciding to spend your time listening to me babble on mindlessly while playing this game, also mindlessly. Yeah, I guess you're right. That makes sense. Sさん、質問です。まあ、フリココ、クラックス、ニャオハ、どっち一番好き？ニャオハ？ニャオハ？なんで？ Okay, I just asked Esan out of Spaghettito, Fricoco, and Crackly which one is his favorite. And he spit blah 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 English. He said Spaghettito. And when I asked why, he said because it's Hawaii, because it's cute. And he said, don't stand up Nyauha. Don't stand up Spaghettito. Yeah, けどするよ。リークが全部。I just broke it to him that Spaghettito's going to be standing up. When he comes back, I'll ask him again which he'd play, Scarlet or Violet. But yeah. One more hour left of my birthday. S さん、もう一回質問です。まあ、S さんがプレイするあればどっちしたいですか？バイオレット、スカーレット。バイオレットはちょっと未来。スカーレットが怖い。スカーレットどうしたの？ He said he'd, out of Scarlet and Violet, he'd prefer to play Scarlet. And when I said why, he said because it's red. That's no good because I want to play Scarlet. I think my net just dropped. Lately it's been really bad. Can you guys see the stream again? Please let me know. Hopefully it's all okay. Oh, that's great to hear. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, is my character sad? Sorry. I'll fix it. Okay. Hopefully she should be happier now. I always forget about the hotkeys. So many nose paths. I think my mic is probably in the way of my character. Hopefully that should be a little bit better. Testing, testing. Okay, I think it's fixed now. Okay, so hopefully everything is okay now. Okay, so let's get back into this. Sorry, guys. I appreciate all your massive patience with me. Where am I going? Let's see. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hello? Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe my mic isn't dropping out. Oops, didn't mean to take a camera shot. I think honestly, at the end of the day, it's just my computer is really bad. Like I've got a computer that is literally being held together by tape. No idea what happened to it, but it just decided to nearly give up on life. But hopefully, my dad is actually a computer technician. So I'm hoping when I go back home to Australia to visit, he might either be able to fix it or make me a new one. Where am I going now? Okay, up here. My computer specs? Um, Honestly, I'm not sure. I bought it as a computer to do my photography on. So, it has like a very nice screen and very good color control because that was the main thing I needed to do I needed to have for electricity, not electricity. I was looking at the electric type Pokemon, so I thought electricity. It was the main thing I needed for photography because of like post processing photos. Because I am actually a photographer in my day to day life. Um, but yeah. I think. I hope not. Like, I really feel like they're building up to Johto. So, like, either Let's Go Johto or Legends Johto. It feels like that's what they're building up to. So, I'm hoping that there might be some Johto kind of convergent lines. But if that's the case, I'm not sure who they'd give it to. Maybe I won't be finding any shinies this time around. So, excluding Gen 1, what convergent evolutions would you like to see? Or even what regional forms would you like to see? Where am I going over here? Uh, I'd like to see. It's really hard to think of. Like, I know it will be pointless, and I know it's also Gen 1, but I would like to see something happen with Ditto. Like, I know it would serve no purpose at all. It would just kind of be cool to see, like, what would happen. For Gen 2, wait, we're already getting a Gen 2 side evolution, right? In Giraffe Rig. A Paradox form would be really good for Porygon. I'm a huge Mimikyu fan, so like different forms of Mimikyu would also be fun. Like just put it in different not uniforms, different outfits. Little sharks. Okay, let's check out this one. Mimikyu is the best. No luck here. I actually have so much Mimikyu merchandise, but like I still need more. So on the topic of Johto, um, what would you prefer? Let's Go Johto or Legends Johto? Now that I think of it, that's actually a pretty obvious answer. Oh, Lantern would be really good. Good shout. Yes, finally. After last night, I'm a little bit worried that I've got this baby monitor that I'm checking a lot. He actually yesterday he had one of his vaccine shots, but just like one of the routine ones. But he didn't handle it well. 40 degrees temperature. He had a small verbal seizure, but he's like, if you looked at how he was today, you'd never know he was so bad last night. He just bounced back up. So yeah, but watching him carefully tonight. Legends Unova, yeah, I'd like that. I wasn't a real big fan of the Unova games. Just for some reason, Gen 10 just couldn't grab a hold of me. I've tried several times. Like, my lack of interest in the Unova games aren't from lack of trying. Maybe it was just, like, I thought maybe it was just the time in my life. But even now, if I go back and try to play them, I just can't get past a certain point. So maybe a Legends would be better at keeping my interest. But I totally understand how that blah 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 English. I totally understand how those games are so popular with others. It's just I could never get into them. Hello, thanks for joining in. Yeah, like I feel like if they either do, well, if they at least do Let's Go Johto, they're going to need to include Kanto as well, otherwise people will get angry. Legends, they might have kind of like an excuse on why not to do it, but considering Johto and Kanto are basically connected, it wouldn't be a very good excuse not to add it in a Let's Go game. But I guess if they did do Legends Johto and they didn't include post game for DLC for Kanto, the biggest is blah 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 English. Sorry, my English is getting really bad at the moment for some reason. The biggest reason why they wouldn't had add Kanto in for DLC would because they'd want to do a separate Kanto Let's blah blah English. My English is really bad. I'm so sorry. They'd want to do a separate Kanto Legends game eventually. So if they give that out for like a cheaper DLC game, that would take away from that. You were a kid when Unova came out? Get out of my stream. Oh, I feel so old. As it is, this being a birthday stream already makes me feel old. No, I'm joking, of course. Stay around, but still. The cake was really good. Still got a lot left over, so that's for tomorrow. Oh, congratulations on the kid. So April, April, May, June, July. Oh, it's still only a few months old. Yeah, when they're sick, even if they're like still a newborn or they're 3 years old, like mine, you just panic. Like like I said, my kid's been fine all day today, but he's still sleeping in our room tonight just because I don't want to not have him next to me during the night in case something goes wrong. So, yeah, my biggest advice as a parent is never expect to stop being worried about anything. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I'm glad you're in your 30s too. Nothing against young folk, but I just miss being one of them. My cake was a Baskin Robbins Pikachu cake. A picture is up on my Twitter. The flavor is popping shower. Do you guys have popping shower at Baskin Robbins overseas? Um, Cat was doing something strange. Popping shower. Then it was strawberry, and what me and Estan think is probably banana. It's yellow and it kind of like you think yellow and you think banana. So we're guessing that's what it is, but it doesn't say it anywhere written on the information. Popping shower. Ooh, how do you explain that? It's kind of green, white, and red, and it's got like pop rocks in it. The flavor is kind of a very, I wouldn't say choco mint, but kind of similar to choco mint. Because like Japan is wild for choco mint. There is also a easy cake at Baskin Robbins, and if I remember correctly from the information, that was chocolate and caramel, like caramel ice cream. So I was almost tempted to go for that, but I know I like the popping shower, so that's what I went for. I'll tell you what is also really good in Japan. What's the name? Mr. Donuts. Mr. Nani Bita. Mr. Donuts in Japan is really good. I'm not a big fan of the Krispy Kreme that's here though. Something else that's surprisingly good in Japan. McDonald's is really good, and so's Kentucky Fry, KFC. Like compared to both of the same stores in Australia, Japan is so much better. Um, I think they just have like better quality control. But pizza is so expensive. Pizza is ridiculously expensive in Japan. So when I'm back home in Australia next week, I'm going to be eating a lot of pizza. Like, not pizza in general, like Pizza Hut, Domino's is really expensive. Like, you're looking at about 35 bucks for like a regular sized pizza. So many Starlies. You can get pineapple pizza. I quite like it actually. That's my kind of craze for pizza at the moment. I mainly prefer margherita, but last time I went to Costco, they had pineapple pizza and it was really tasty. But I tried Pizza Hut Hawaiian pizza. recently, and that was nowhere near as good. For Japan at the moment, they've got this weird thing where they are open for tourists, but it's only in tour guide groups. So you can't come to Japan as a tourist and just do whatever you want. You need to be part of a tour group, and they control where you go, what you do, that kind of thing. But they're still also complaining about why tourists aren't coming because, of course, like it means they're losing money. But they've got all these massively insane requirements to be able to be a tourist. Um, Additionally, if you're related to somebody that is a Japanese citizen or has residency in Japan, it's easier to come and you don't need to be like on a tour group. So technically, my parents could come because I'm a permanent resident of Japan. Oh, so sorry I missed you. Thanks for the birthday wish. Yeah, if Kaka does anything interesting, just send me. He's still going? He's up late tonight. I'm just gonna have a quick check of Kaka's stuff, yo. He's really going crazy today. Oh, and the cat is vomiting. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that. What leak a cave insane? Seems like he's mainly using English tonight, hey? Okay, so not much Japanese today. Yeah, I see he just got angry about something about Pokedex images. Honestly, most of the time, if it's not in Japanese, I don't read his tweets properly. Yeah, the whole tourism industry at the moment in Japan is heavily regulated. And like even for me as a permanent resident, I need to go through so much to be able to get back into Japan after my trip to Australia. Like both me and my son, and like my son is a citizen of Japan. He's not like a permanent resident like I am. He actually has Japanese citizenship. He's only 3 and he needs to get a $300 COVID test done before, like 72 hours before our flight, I think it is, in order to be allowed back into Japan. Like for me, I understand I'm an adult and I'm not a citizen, whatever. But making a 3-year-old kid who's a citizen of the country need to pay $300 to be able to get back into the country, like the Japanese government isn't taking that money, of course. But I don't want to pay $300 for a COVID test. $600 if you consider both mine and his. But it is what it is. That's why we'll be in Australia for about 3 weeks. We figured if it's going to be expensive, going to make it worthwhile. Yeah, like I've talked to Soul about this as well, but he's definitely running out of information. So he's just like rehashing a lot of information and putting it into different words so people think it's something new. Like, I've said it before. Leaker K's biggest problem was he had no obvious plan going into this whole leaking game. He just, whoops, there goes the cat again. He just let everything go straight away, and it wasn't sustainable. Um, like I know some people aren't Riddler Crew's fans, but at least he paced himself. So because of that, even if it wasn't like very super detailed information, at least we were getting continuous information over a period of time. Meanwhile, with Cuck, it's just already finished, basically. Yeah, the Japanese government isn't exactly known for their blah blah English. They are not exactly known for their adaptability, especially when it comes to foreign residents and foreigners in general. Yeah, so hurry up and make a YouTube channel. He's not gonna call it quits. Like, he's already called it quits like so many times now, and it just hasn't happened. He's just gonna keep rehashing old information, occasionally dropping in a little bit of new information that he might still have left over. But he's not going anywhere. If he was, he would have already been gone. Yeah, I can see why that would happen. I know a lot of people that have done that as well. And honestly, I was actually really close to leaving Japan too myself for a while. If I hadn't met Esan when I did, I was planning to leave Japan at the end of that year. So he just barely managed to keep me in Japan. If he had met me a few months earlier, I would, not a few months earlier, a few months later, I would have had my plane tickets booked. Okay, so everybody in chat, tell So's, blah, blah. Tell So to hurry up and make a YouTube account. Oh, Japanese sushi is good. And like the thing with sushi in Japan, you don't need to go to the high-end places. Like the high-end places are of course really good. But even just the chain runs are really, really good. Um my favorite place to get sushi is a chain called Kura Sushi. Um always my favorite. Best sushi you'll get in my opinion, and it's really, really cheap. The people have spoken, so I feel like we know a lot of small parts of everything, basically. Like, I don't think we have the full story on any particular thing, but I think we know at least a little bit about pretty much everything. Like, for me, these leaks haven't been a big deal because I'm a visual learner. if I don't see an image, it doesn't have a really strong effect on me. But I know it's heavily affecting some people, which is a shame. That's why I personally always try to put the hashtag in any of my tweets regarding the leaks. Like theories is one thing, but if you're just posting out like highly legitimate leaks without having a way for people to avoid it, I think that's irresponsible. So yeah, I always try to at least put the hashtag on for that reason. But that's not everybody's style. Something else that's really good in Japan. If you ever come to Japan in August, which is when it's really hot, like now, kakigori is a thing you must try. Kakigori is shaved ice. Oh, and back onto the topic of sushi. If you come to Japan and eat sushi at like one of the chain restaurants, there's 3 chain restaurants that are the most popular ones. Kura Sushi, which I mentioned before, that's the best. Then there's Sushi Roll. Sushi Roll is not as good as Kura Sushi, but it's not bad either. Like, you can survive on it. Absolutely do not eat kappa sushi. Like, I know a lot of foreigners like kappa sushi for some reason, but it is horrid. Absolute worst in my opinion. Oh, no luck with the shinies today. Not even one. I at least want to get one before 12 o'clock my time, and considering it's 11:54, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's 11:54. I might as well catch the fairies. Far away. Oh! I just quickly save here. Finally got a shiny. And what is the time? I think it's just... Oh! It's just gonna be in time for my birthday. And a good shiny to get too. Okay, I'm happy with that. That was a good birthday present, and just in time for my birthday. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be right back. My son just fell out of the bed. I'll be right back. Maybe. Arigato. 多分そんなに長くない。Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, he's sleeping in mine and my husband's bed tonight because I'm still worried about him having a high fever last night. So unfortunately our bed doesn't have railings on it. And yeah, he moves around a lot in his sleep. His bed in his own room is on the floor because he moves around so much. But it's not the first time it's happened. He's fallen off the bed before, but he's 3 years old, so he's pretty hard-headed. But yeah, it's always a little bit of a panic moment. Dad is up there with him now, so my heart. He'll probably be back asleep again in no time. That was terrible aim. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna get stronger from it. He's a bit of a silly kid. Oh, why am I just trying these balls for no reason? Oh. Oh. There we go. Yeah, he'll be fine. It's just like that initial bang that I heard. That was kind of scary, but he's fine. Basically, I'm not as worried as I was yesterday. And like the thing is, I even made kind of like a little barrier of pillows and blankets, so he must have pushed them out of the way in order to fall off the bed, so that's kind of his own fault. Oh, stop running away. Okay, well at least I got one signing, so that was worth it. I did. Like, I actually built like a little roll of pillows. Thank you for the birthday wish. No, so yeah, I built like, I probably, what I did was I got 2 blankets and blocked off with the blankets and also pillows. もう寝る？え？ほんまに？マジで？ Okay, Esan just came downstairs and he said that the monster is already sleeping again. 別に違いないじゃない。うん。大丈夫かな？頭が。まあ、コンカッションだってちょっと心配けど、まあ、ちょっとおかしいになればすぐにわかる。気をつけて。Sorry, I just needed to talk to S about the monster's condition. But yeah, he's already asleep again, so. Ah, shiny, shiny baby. I'm happy with that. I might actually put my birthday shiny in my team. For video editing software, I probably know it's not the best, but I use Wondershare Filmora. And so does Esan for his YouTube. Hello, thanks for joining in. And yeah, he's my little monster. He's 3 years old, so he is a monster. Everybody says terrible twos, but it's the 3s that you need to watch out for. Yeah, B-Chan, you coming to talk to everybody too? No, please don't knock my mic jack out. So is Lika K still at it? Oh, nope, he's gone. Oh yeah, and he literally bounces off everything. Like, I've seen him run from one side of the house to the other, slam into the walls, not care, and just keep on going. Like I said, it was more so the sound of him falling out of the bed that worried me more than him falling out of the bed. Like, when I went up and saw how he was, like, he was already crawling back up onto the bed by the time I got upstairs. So when I saw him do that, I was like, yeah, he's fine. More shocked than hurt, basically. Probably more angry that he was awake. Interesting question. What's everybody's least favorite Pokemon? For me, I probably... Oh. It's actually pretty hard to think of a least favorite Pokemon. Like, if I saw it, I'd probably know it straight away. But just like thinking of it straight off my head, I just can't come up with it. Puppets Unknown. Like, I feel like Unknown could be so much better than what they are. Like, the concept is good, but the execution needs a bit more. So maybe if they go back to Johto, that's something that they can build on. Do something more with Unknown. You can list all of them, so when you make a YouTube account. There you go, that's a video idea for you. Gengar! I love Gengar. Very mixed bag of answers, though. That's interesting. Okay, here's another question. If you were a gym leader, what type would you specialize in? Hey, everybody loves a bit of negativity, right? I'm sure you could make it work, so. Very interesting answers, everybody. See, like, I personally love Gengar, but I'm not huge into stats and all of that. I just like the design. But, if I was a gym leader, it would definitely probably be Ghost. Where's the Pokemon? Oh, there they are. Ah, so cute. I just want to come up and look at you guys. Don't run into the water. That's a bad idea. Yeah, theme gym leaders would be a really good blah blah blah. Good concept, I think. Ooh, Nani. Oh my. But like maybe with all the gym leaders in Scarlet and Violet having jobs, maybe we might see a bit more of like an integration of themes. It would be a cool concept to add. So I'm just moving around to be on a bit uncomfortable in the chair. Now, where am I going? I'm going over here. And it's 12 past 12, so my birthday is officially over. Or at least in my time zone. Kumi. I love the Kumi line. And we... Like, did Kaka say that we were getting something like nobles or something like alphas? I know he said one or the other, but I can't remember which one. You can wait a little bit longer. I'm not in any rush for my next birthday yet. Only good thing about birthdays when you get to my age is present and cakes. Did have a good cake though, so I can't complain this year. Yeah, I'm getting closer and closer to being mid-30s, and I'm not ready for that. Like, this is gonna make me sound so old, but I'm at the point in my life where most of the time I can't remember how old I am. Literally, the only way I can remember how old I am most of the time is by thinking about how old my son is. Because he was born when I was 30. So if he's 3 years old, I'm 33. If he's 4 years old, I'm 34. With just like a month and a half apart, of course. Thank you. Yeah, like being 30 isn't so bad. I miss my 20-year-old body because it didn't hurt as much as my 30-year-old body does. But I think that's also a lot to blame on the monster rather than my age. Ah. Yeah, they might incorporate something like that, but I could also understand them not because they might want to keep that kind of mechanic for Legends because they're definitely going to make more Legends games. Legends was too much of a success for them not to. So they're definitely going to need to keep like enough key points separated from the new gen game and Legends to make both have their own marketing points. Please, for me, it's the back. Like my shoulders are always in pain. But my kid is one of those kids that always wants, like, if he's interested in a place, he's okay walking by himself. But the moment it's not someplace that he's interested in, he needs to be picked up straight away. So that's when blah blah blah. Sorry, English. That's why my back always hurts. Now, like all of us are just here complaining about being old. Why did I go to Odo? shoulders are just terrible. Like, you put any amount of stress on them and they just, like, give up. Hmm. So you mean, like, start out with the past and then go into the future eventually? Would be interesting to see how that works. See, like, that's the thing. Pokemon Company should be for adults at the moment because, like, we're the paying fan base. So, like, it's just my opinion. I know it's not everybody's opinion, but I would really like to see them kind of separate the three main games by age group. And, like, of course, if you want to play games for younger ages, sure, whatever. But it would be good for them to kind of like have Legends focused on the older audience, have the main game as kind of like an open for all, and then continue Let's Go for the young kids. I've mentioned it before, but when Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was released, I found out I was pregnant 2 days before that game arrived. So the whole time I was playing Let's Go, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait till I can play this game with my kid. And now the little monster is at the age that if they do a Let's Go Johto, based on like the Game Freak release schedule, he'll probably be about 4 or 5 years old at that time of release. So that would be perfect. And I'd love for his first region to be Johto. So yeah, I'd like for them to kind of like have different games for different groups, basically. Because I feel like as adults need something a bit more, less hand-holdy and a bit more like story-driven. If they do add difficulty setting, it needs to be from the start of the game. Vulpix, what's the Japanese name again? Rockon? Rockon? Rockon. Rockon. Rockon is Vulpix's Japanese name. Yeah, after you do the living dex for a few years, you just need to keep it going, right? Doggy. So cute. I really want to go to the Pokemon Center in Okinawa now. But like, Okinawa is so far away and so expensive to go to. Pokemon kawaii desho. Kawaii sugi. Majide. My favorite shiny? I quite like. Hold on. Put it down. I'm quite fond of this guy. The purple color scheme looks really good. I suffer from anxiety, so at some points Legends was a bit hard for me. Um, but yeah, it was a good curve, I guess. For me, it was just the main battle I had trouble with was the Avalog. Soraki is like top tier Pokemon. Yeah, and the color scheme for like shiny Golduck is blue, no? Looks really good. I think that Clef is gonna be my only shiny for today. Uh, I might see it when it like comes on Netflix or on DVD or whatever, but at the moment, going to an actual cinema is kind of hard. Um, I tried to watch the anime, but my toddler won't let me watch any other episode apart from the first episode of Journeys. I've seen the first episode of Journeys so many times. Like I can actually probably recite the Japanese script of it. I've seen it that many times. So yeah, basically I try to watch the anime, but I just not too successful at it. He'll sometimes allow a different episode, but you can't watch the other episodes with any kind of real consistency, basically. When I was young, blah blah blah, English. My English is getting worse as the hours go on. Um, my favorite series of the anime when I was young was the Johto, but of course, Kanto was really good too because that's just OG. Where am I even going? I have no idea where I'm going. Ah. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna be working on the blah blah. Yes, my English is getting worse. I'm probably gonna be working on finishing the editing for a few videos. Where are they? There they are. Because I've got how many videos at the moment? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 videos sitting on the editing floor at the moment. I was actually gonna finish one of them tonight, but I thought a birthday stream would be a bit more fun. So I really appreciate everybody coming and joining in. Actually, no, I've never watched Avatar. I've heard, like, Airbender. I've heard a lot about it, but just never got around to it. Is that the cinemas in Japan or in America or Europe? Unfortunately, like, when it comes to cinemas at the moment, I can't take the toddler there because he can't stay still for long enough. I don't think he'd be able to sit down and watch an entire movie calmly. And unfortunately, like, of course, my parents live overseas. Ehsan's parents live probably about a 2-hour drive away in another prefecture. And we don't really have anybody reliable to watch the kid. So at the moment, yeah, theaters are just unfortunately not something we can do. Like, I do have a friend that is able to babysit him and does a good job, but she also has a kid herself, so I don't like asking it of her too often. Okay, definitely will. Hopefully he'll watch more than just the first episode. At the moment, though, it's all he's obsessed with trains, and lately, he's also madly in love with Free Coco, which is why we ended up with a Free Coco. Blah blah blah. Which is why we ended up with a Free Coco Plus when I wasn't planning to buy anything. Like, I'm not joking. When we got to the Pokemon Center on Monday, they had like a little booth set up just outside of the main shop for people to make pre-orders, probably just to kind of like keep down the what's the word? I can't think of the English word. Uh, or like the place where you pay. I really can't think of the English word at the moment. Um, yeah, the pay desk or whatever. Keep that line short. And at the pre-order booth, they had like the plush toys as an example to kind of like promote purchase of that as well. And he wanted to steal one of those ones. Like, he saw the free Cocoa Plus there and he wanted to walk away with it. But of course, those ones weren't for sale. So I went into the main store afterwards just to see what they had. And he saw all the free Cocoa Pluses and he just went straight over to one of the display units and just kind of like stared at that, then stared at me, stared at the free Cocoa Plus again and stared at me and just kind of like reached in and grabbed one and ran. He was like planning to run away with it. Which is a habit I need to get him out of, honestly. Not the best habit for a kid to have. But he wasn't too happy about waiting in line to pay for it because the line was really long. So, but anytime I tried to put it back so he could just go home, that was even worse. So, in the end, he got his free cocoa. Yeah, I was planning to, but then I never bothered to, and it's just kind of stuck that way. Sorry about that. I don't have the energy to bother with that kind of stuff. I should really like edit it out of my screen so people don't expect me to do it. Like the thing is though, I really like Sprigatito. Like from the moment I saw all of them, I thought, okay, Sprigatito's gonna be my starter. But the more I see of Pretty Coco, the more I like it. But I'm pretty sure it's just because Pretty Coco is basically my son's spirit Pokemon. Their personalities are so similar. Yeah, for journeys, it's mainly the Kangaskhan that keeps him watching. He likes Pichu too as well. But I think the obsession with Kangaskhan is just he's in Australian. Might go for one more. Not interested in that though. Yeah, once people start breeding, it's gonna be easy to get the others, like the other starters. They'll be flooding Ronda share if they do include it, which they're gonna need to. I think too many people will be angry if they don't include Ronda share. Yeah, before long, the starters are gonna be running rampant in that. So, well, it looks like we're gonna be getting several rivals. I'm really interested to see how like this free story aspect is gonna work out. Nani Bita. Nani. Hmm. Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna do that now too. Oh yeah, that like from the trailer that we saw in Presents, that like that car is definitely like. Sorry, I'm thinking of my words in English and they're not coming out. The car is definitely not the Pokemon I think. It's definitely the engine, but I could be wrong. But I know we are meant to be getting a car Pokemon, but I don't know why. It just feels like the engine is more so the Pokemon with that. Because I think if the car was the Pokemon, there'd be some kind of like identifiable face on it, which there isn't. Okay, guys. This is probably gonna be my last one, unless I decide to go again. Which one should I do? Uh, Cobalt or Alabaster. I'll wait a few minutes for the stream to catch up. For me, I'll definitely do the Christmas one trade thing too, but I'll need to do it for Christmas Eve and Christmas. Because one really weird thing about Japan, they celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, not on Christmas Day. Which even after 10 plus years living here, I never really understood why. Ice. Okay, let's go to Iceland. I don't think I've done the Iceland tonight, right? Yeah, like, for the most part, the evil teams have just been there to be there. A means to the end kind of thing. But I can't even remember the name of the evil team from Sword and Shield. Scream, right? Team Yell. Okay, I was close. And yeah, Team Skull did have good music. And like, the character designs for Team Skull were quite good too, but they just didn't feel like an evil team. They kind of felt like they were being more of a burden rather than like a threat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Team Yell was just like a plot point for Mani, basically. Which is the same as an evil team. like I'm not gonna get anything more this time round. Oh well, I've got my one birthday shiny. And technically, anything I get now wouldn't be a birthday shiny. It would be like a post-birthday shiny. Hey, if you can get your evil deeds, blah blah. If you can get your evil deeds done while wearing pajamas, why not? So who wants to place a non-consequential bet? Who thinks I'll get another shiny before this storm ends? Whoops. Let's hope you're right. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more chances. If I have time, I might go check out the vault spawn. They might try to do it. But like, I don't know if they'd go as far as like making it so that we could do the gym and all that again if they did add Talos into a DLC. I think it would probably be very kind of like base level kind of revisiting Talos. But they definitely did leave a lot of Talos unexplored and unexplained. Okay, last one. Let's see if we get lucky here. couches. Spawn over here. Oh, some of them have gone too far away. And it. Huh? Oh. So yes, I just came to say absolutely nothing. Okay, they're so far away. Ah, who's in there? Peekaboo. Sorry, I've kind of ignored chat during this time, but I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay. Oh, you found the shiny Togepi after my stream. That's amazing. That's a really interesting theory. It would be interesting to see more of it. Thank you for the birthday wish. Okay. I might fly to a save point. I might get my birthday mon. Yeah, there's so many more regions that they need to do. Like, I hope they adventure out of Europe sometime soon. Like, nothing wrong with Europe as well, of course, but give us something a bit different, please. I mean, I guess Alola wasn't Europe, but still. Okay, let's see birthday. I only won for tonight, but it was worth it. So, everybody, I usually don't nickname Pokemon in Legends, but what nickname should I give this guy? Caught about 6 minutes before my birthday finished in Japan. Oh, let me get you out so close. Oh, you're sleeping. So cute. Guardian? Okay, so let's go with Guardian then. Okay. It's a really interesting name, so is it? Actually, I had a cat name for that once, so that's funny. Okay, and with that, everybody, it is now. Where is my phone? Do you see on my phone, cat? I think it's about 1 a.m. my time. Yep, very, very close to it. So I'm afraid I need to go to sleep. Make sure that my baby is okay after banging his head on the floor when he fell. So, once again, just before I sign off, I'd like to thank everybody for coming and watching, coming and chatting with me, listening to me talk, listening to me stumble over my words as I always do. So, it was a nice little birthday party. I really enjoyed it. So, thank you so much, everybody. And I'll try to get more videos out over the next few days. I'm of course gonna be absent for a little while I fly to Australia, but once I'm actually like arrived at my family home, I should have pretty stable internet access, so I'll still be around then. I am gonna be bringing my mic and my laptop to Australia, so hopefully I'll be able to stream there. It should be possible. I just need to check out like my parents' TV and all that, so that should be doable. And the thing is, I'll have like a babysitter, so that would be good. Like, I've got S-san here, but he's also got stuff he needs to do, so he can't always watch the kids. But my parents will probably be jumping at every chance to watch the toddler. So, anyway, once again, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the blah 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 English. I've really appreciated all the birthday wishes and all the nice messages and all of that. So, thank you. And with that, it's time to say mata ne. Bye bye. My cats are saying goodbye too, if you can hear them. Good night. Oyasumi nasai.